Yo, what's up? So, I did a little video about an encounter that I had when I was 7, and that was my introduction into using substances in a sense. Yes, I was only 7. I wasn't going out every morning with me mates in grade 2, smashing a goonie and that, but that was my first time of getting absolutely drunk at my mum's wedding. I had a comment from Sean who asked about what's led to some of the things throughout my journey with trauma and all that sort of stuff. So at the age of 9, I had a foster brother who I used to spend a lot of time with. I loved him and adored him. We went out on adventures through into town. I was only 9 years old. I was probably a bit younger than 9 actually at the time. But sadly, he ended his life at the age of 18 due to being in the foster care system. He believed that once he turned 18 that there would be no one there to care for him, and sadly on his 18th birthday he was in an alleyway with 2 police officers with a shotgun, and he decided that his last word, so nothing else matters by Metallica means a lot to me, as his final words were to the police that nothing else matters, and then it ended. So this is that's a deep story. I don't know if I've ever dealt with it, to be honest. It's at 9 years old, if stuff like that happens, what do you do? And I don't know. I've talked about it lots, everything like that. But it's a sad story to hear that happens in the system. That somebody could feel, even though that he was in our family or amongst our family, he just got thrown around so much that by the stage that he turned 18, it was too late for his mind, and as a result, he committed suicide. So I do believe that is something that may have led me towards trying to numb things with drugs. My next encounter with drug abuse would have been through a prescription drug, which I'll start putting a post up when I'm going to talk about these things. I just thought I had Sean ask a question. I did reply to his response, but I thought I'll get on here and have a chat and see if people would like to hear a story like that. But as we can see, I'm on here talking to myself, but that's what this is about too. I'm doing a lot of self-reflecting on certain things, so I don't keep going backwards into. I suppose I'm not even numbing things when I do drink now, so it's a hard situation that I'm in with wanting to be sober, because the life that I left, and that's behind me definitely. I'm definitely not going back to that. And I've produced an amazing, wonderful life that is very possible for anyone else. I'm not saying that everyone can have a drink or anything like that, or a smoke. I highly recommend not to, just due to the fact that it can be detrimental. I've been on a very good path for over 12 plus years, so and my life is pretty good. I just really want to show people that due to things that have happened in our past, we make decisions instantly when something goes wrong, and it's generally that choice to numb the mind, numb the heart, and it works for a moment, but that's all. It's just a moment, which turns into a lifetime of heartache, not just for yourself, but for many people around you. And sadly, that's that's what we do. We choose these moments to do those things. And I just want to try and help people move out of, even if you're in a space where you're where I was, and want to move forward into creating an amazing part of what you want for you. I'm here to try and help people, to guide them into what might help them to overcome that obstacle of believing they're not enough, or I can't do that. Because we can. Anyone can move and ask questions. Yes, there's going to be a lot of speed humps along the way. Sometimes you're going to hit a wall, and it's about, when you hit that wall, you've got to accept that that's probably not a possibility with what you want, and you need to accept it, take a step back, have a really good look at it, because it might not be what you expected and what you wanted then, but it could lead you to something that's going to make a difference later on, doing something else. I've had that bit of a roadblock in this journey at the moment with something that I would really love to do. Won't put it out there because I don't believe it's going to happen now. So it's I'll just leave it at that, and hope that I can later on do something and actually have a plan in front of me to show the people that what I can do is worthwhile giving me a go. And that's what you've got to, if you want to do, you've got to actually have a plan. You can't just walk in and use your voice. You've got to actually write things down and give a bit of evidence on why you feel and believe that what you've got is something that they need. And that's a hard thing to do as well. But that's why we're here. We're here to do what we can, help each other. I'll definitely want to try and build a community. I have big ideas in my mind on what I'd like to see that I could do. I do want to just do it. It's just a side thing at the moment. As I said, I've got an ankle monitor on, so I'm stuck here for hours a day. And if I'm able to do something within this time, if I'm able to reach people enough, I could turn this into my new career, to be honest. And I can see that as a possibility, because lived experience and the knowledge that I've got to where I am it's very valuable. And like, you can't learn what I know in schools, not the life I've lived and how to get away from it, and then how to make the steps to get even better each time. And it's hard work. It's every day of making that decision, and you're never always going to make the right decision. Like, I thought, because at one stage a few years back, or maybe 6 or 7 years back or more, that it was okay to drink all night and then go to work the next day, because I could. I'd show up every day. I didn't miss a day because I'd had a big night. But I must have been numbing something, because I would excessively drink. So, yeah, but I also control it too now. But I don't believe it's a good thing at all. I do believe I'm going to stop it. It does alter my mind. And as I said the other day, if I can get through this period on my ankle bracelet, that would mean that I'd have four months in sobriety and it's total because I don't smoke or anything, and that I think the drinking's it's my way of holding on to a bit of my past, and it brings joy to me. So it does fill the dopamine up in me, and it'd be nice if I can find a way to fill that with just being present in the world. And yeah, I'll just see what happens. I'm not saying I am, but on the other aspect of knowing where I've come from and who I am now and what I do today, I have a great story, and I can help people get past further. And especially through me sitting here admitting all these all the things that I do and still practice throughout the time of my not using the heavy drugs and all that sort of stuff will make a difference, because it's showing people to be accountable for what we do and say, and people might be like, well, if you're doing all that stuff, why would I want to listen to you? Well, I'd say, well, on that note, I'm here trying to show people that the life I live is very possible, and I'm very lucky to have been able to get to here with doing those few things that some other people find very detrimental. And sadly, it leads to people going backwards and that sort of thing, whereas I've been lucky where I haven't gone back to the dark life, and that's I live a very loving, caring life with my family. We run a very caring business, and we've been very caring through our business with charity. So, and being all that nice doesn't mean that it's okay that I have a drink either. It just means that I find it hard to accept that I don't need to give it up totally. Yeah, I'm just sitting here being a bit raw about it all, because at the end of the day, that's who I am. I'm me, and I'll always be honest. There's no point in sugarcoating anything that we do. So, yeah, I hope that little bit of a story about my foster brother was pretty cool. It's not cool, I suppose. It's something that people might be more inclined to listen to, I suppose, because it's a piece of why I am the person I might be, basically, or what I was. And yeah, it's a very sad story, as I said, to have a person end their life due to thinking that they would no longer have a family to support them or be there for them and love and care for them as we would have. But yeah, on that note, everyone have a lovely Friday and be good, stay safe, and if you're in sobriety, keep doing what you're doing and doing a great job. Let's get grounded.